My remote employee was flawless for a year. When IT finally audited his laptop, we found out he was secretly working 4 full-time jobs. Keith Nakamura joined us as a senior data analyst in March of the previous year. Remote, West Coast. He passed every technical assessment, onboarded cleanly, and from day one delivered work that was flawless. 14 months. Every deliverable on time. Every report clean. Every dashboard accurate. He attended stand-up via camera off Zoom, gave concise updates, never missed a deadline, and never once complained. He was the kind of employee you forget to worry about because there's nothing to worry about. Then IT ran a routine security audit. They flagged his VPN logs first. Connection patterns that didn't match his calendar. Odd login times. Brief activity windows followed by long dormant periods, occasional IP shifts suggesting multiple networks. The security team assumed he was gaming on company equipment. They dug deeper. What they found was neither games nor crypto. Keith was working 4 full-time jobs, simultaneously, for 4 separate companies. He had built a system, mechanical, airtight, and ruthlessly efficient. Company A, a fintech firm, got his mornings 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Company B, healthcare analytics, got 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our company occupied a scheduled batch between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Company D, a logistics startup, received pre-built templates and automated deliverables he batched on weekends. For our company specifically, he had written Python automation scripts that handled roughly 80% of his job without human input. Data pulls, formatting, preliminary analysis, dashboard refreshes, all scripted. He manually reviewed output for about 45 minutes a day. That was our entire senior data analyst's workload. 45 minutes. His combined annual income across 4 employers, $410,000. His estimated actual working hours per week, 30. Our CEO found out on a Thursday. By that afternoon, he was in the legal conference room demanding termination. This is time theft. This is fraud. Fire him today. HR drafted the termination papers within the hour. Then our corporate counsel, a woman named Adair who has saved this company from itself more times than anyone will admit, asked to see Keith's employment contract. She read it at the conference table, turned to page 4, read a section twice, removed her glasses, and sighed. We can't fire him for cause. The CEO turned red. Explain. Adair laid it out. Keith's contract required 2 things: delivery of all assigned projects to specification and availability during core hours, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. He had met both requirements for 14 consecutive months without a single documented failure. More critically, our standard employment agreement did not contain an exclusivity clause. No provision requiring Keith to work solely for our company. No non-compete during active employment. No language restricting outside professional activity as long as deliverables were met and core hours honored. He's exceeding every performance metric we have, Adair said. Legally, what he does with the remaining 20 hours of his day is none of our business. The CEO pushed back. Then fire him without cause. At will employment. We can, Adair said, but he'll collect unemployment. He has 14 months of exemplary performance documentation, and if he files a wrongful termination claim based on retaliation for legal outside employment, we'll spend more in legal fees than his salary is worth. The room went quiet. They settled on an ultimatum. New contract, sign an exclusivity clause, receive a raise to $160,000, commit solely to our company, or resign. Keith sat on the Zoom call, camera off as usual, quiet for about 10 seconds. 160 exclusive or 410 free. He said it like he was reading a menu. I appreciate the offer. I'll take the resignation. He submitted his 2 weeks that afternoon, worked every remaining day flawlessly. Final deliverables were early. On his last day, I conducted the exit interview off the record. I asked the question I'd been sitting on for weeks. How do you justify it? He turned his camera on for the first time in months. He looked directly into the lens. Every company I've ever worked for has a poster somewhere that says work smarter, not harder. I automated 80% of my job. I delivered everything you asked for, on time, above standard for over a year. And the moment you found out I was efficient enough to do it in 2 hours instead of 8, you called it fraud. He paused. You don't actually want smart workers. You want occupied ones. There's a difference.